Another interruption to the program. This is a cute little boy you see out in the pictures in his little slipper socks. We used to fly him around the room like Batman. But Les took him backpacking and hiking, not on the same trips Dale went on, but on his own. And he's taking his baby and they're going out, and his wife, and they're going to hike the High Sierra Trail. And so he wants to say something. I didn't script it, so.
Give him a tissue.
Since the recent things that have happened, I've kind of been thinking about it.
There he goes. This is awful hard.
Excuse me.
And it's like, my love of music, I got into the soundboard side. My love of hiking and the outdoors. Down to knowing how to use chopsticks.
Oh, God. I don't think that was us.
That was you. It was out at university. But it's like one of the comments that I made after the fact was that a lot of who I am now is because of you guys.
I know, our good kid here. And he has this beautiful little girl up here. You can't see her, she's lying on the seat. She looks just like him, and he just turned into the greatest dad. You'll see her later. Anyway, Jason came all the way over from San Diego. Interrupted his...
But it's just mostly the outdoors. It was like a lot of my memories of it was like I grew up and I had, I could only listen to certain types of music, and my first memory of rock and roll was meeting you guys and stuff, listening to stuff Murph was playing.
Oh, yeah.
And just like I said, it's a lot of a lot of the things that I look back and involved things with you guys.
Well, we loved you, and I'm so glad you came. So, anyway, this is a good kid here. The silly hat really works. Well. Anyway, that's Jason, our wonderful nephew. He's getting his slipper socks out there. Does anybody else want to come up and say anything? There she is. Turn around, she looks just like him. Exactly. She doesn't have a beard yet. That's a good thing.
I'm John Bragg, and Betty Brannens has asked me to read a piece that
Put it
she
closer to
wrote.
your face.
Sorry about that. I'm John Bragg, and Betty Brannens has asked me to read a piece that she wrote. It's called About Less. How can you describe this man? He was such a mixture. He was a man's man and a woman's man. When you first met him, he gave a joke to your senses because of all he was. He was a good person, a fun person, a great singer, and a wonderful, talented musician. A great friend, a kind person, a mentor, and a good teacher. Many wannabes have been touched by his mentorship. And he became their friend. He loved dogs, his was his baby. He loved crowds, and music was his way of life. He was a helper in every possible way to all in need, and he was a good son. He was a helper to those who were buying and to those selling their homes. And of course, he was a great husband and lover of his precious Luann. We have lost a sweet, good friend, and we will also miss his music. And that big, jovial singer with a smile or tear in his voice, depending on the song he was singing. We tell him goodbye with love in our hearts and a tear in our eye. He was one of a kind. So long, Les. Thank you.